December. It's way ahead, but it's way ahead. So fellow friends, let's just start preparing towards that. So people Fidel will be hosting us in his house on the 10th of December. Thank you so much. Any apologies? Okay, no apologies. So fellow Rotarians, sorry, visiting Rotarians, kindly we request for you to kindly rename yourself. So your name, your Rotary designation, and then the name of your club, so that we can identify you appropriately. So IPP Pinto, you are welcome from RC Cape Coast Central. So fellow Rotarians, if kindly let's rename ourselves so that we will be able to identify ourselves appropriately. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the minutes from our previous meeting. PP posted that on the platform. We've shared and reshared and reshared. So I'm sure we've all been able to acquaint ourselves with that, with it. Fellow friends, fellow members of our club, because of course this is not for our visitors. So fellow members of our club, are we able to? Do you have any concerns or otherwise? Otherwise, can we just can we move ahead to move for it to be accepted or amended, fellow members? So this is for RC Tettey. This is for RC Accra-Spintex, sorry. Minutes of our previous meeting. Can somebody move for us to accept it or otherwise?
Rotary President, I move.
Thank you, P. Martin. Any seconder?
I second the motion.
Thank you, IBP. So fellow Rotarians, our minutes are hereby accepted as the true reflection of matters discussed last week. Thank you so much, fellow Rotarians. I missed out on one announcement, but at the next opportunity of announcement again, we'll make that. It's going to be on our upcoming nominations for elections. So yes. So let's move on. So today's main agenda is soon to be a talk on, as you can see on the screen, on a STAR program. So STAR simply means special training for action in Rotary, and this topic is going to be developed to us by no other person but our own DGSR. So the DGSR is the District Government Special Representative. That's how we used to call them. Now we call them NCA, New Club Advisors. So at the time, he was our DGSR. So even though he doesn't want us to do this, because we know him, but for the sake of our visiting Rotarians, we'll just give a brief description about him. So I will do that briefly. So, past Assistant Governor David Tettey is a member of the Rotary Club of Accra South. He was our DGSR again, I'll mention that again. And he was inducted into Rotary on the 1st of December 2001 and loaned with the classification architecture. He was the president of his club, that's RC Accra South, 2024-2025 Rotary year. And he became an Assistant Governor 2013 to 2016. He is a multiple Harris Fellow and a benefactor. And then, of course, for those of us BREW members, most importantly, he is a founding director of the BREW Fellowship. And BREW means Beers Rotarians Enjoy Worldwide. So, PhD David, since you didn't want me to do this, but I've done a small of it. You are home, so this is your home. Thank you for agreeing to do this for us. You have the floor, fellow Rotarians. PhD is our presenter tonight. So PAG, thank you so much for agreeing to do this for us.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians and guests, if there are any. Yeah, before I start, let me also take this opportunity to wish my big sister, CP Shika, a very, very happy birthday. I wish her all the best and want her to know that we all love her dearly. Okay, so RP, if I may share, if I can share the screen so that I can.
Yes, please. So you are co-host. So you are co-host, so you can share.
Okay.
PAG, looks like you are at the seaside. Bring some coconut when you are coming.
Yes, that's Futi background.
You see, that's just a teaser.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, good evening again, fellow Rotarians. Yes, I've been asked to give you a short introduction onto the STAR program. I will try to do so basically in two parts. First, to tell you a bit about what STAR, how it originated, what it's about, and then I'll talk a bit about my club's module, how Rotary Club of Accra South has adopted it. So, yeah, so the STAR program, as contrary to what some of us might think, was not originated here in Ghana. It started in the United States. Actually, in 1976, the Rotary Club of El Paso, Texas, started this program, and it has since been adopted by Rotary International and a lot of Rotary clubs as a module for helping train new Rotarians, making them feel more comfortable in the club, and help them find a way around Rotary. So the STAR program is here to stay, and almost all clubs, or most clubs, have taken it up in one form or the other. By whatever form, most clubs, every club is advised to take it up. Now, this program is in the form of a committee of the club. I choose to call part of it faculty, and then the other part membership. Faculty will be those who are running the program and doing the training. It is led by a chairperson who will be, should be a past president. There should be a co-chairperson who will be the immediate past president. There'll be 4 members who shall all be past presidents. Now, in my Rotary Club, this portion was debated a bit, and we agreed that since our club is almost over 20 years, we have a lot of experienced members. So what we decided was that the 4 members would be members who are in the club for at least 10 years. So just to show that you need a core of experienced members to form this group. The president-elect and then the president nominee, if one has already been elected. Now, the reason why we have all these president-elects is for continuity, because this is a program that's supposed to be running non-stop every year, because it is assumed that we are always inducting new members every year. Now, forming part of this committee will also be what we call the STAR graduates. Now, since your club hopefully will be undertaking this program from now, the first batch of those who go to the program will become the graduates for the next Rotary year, okay? Now, all Rotarians less than 1 year membership should be part of this program. So basically, it's for new Rotarians primarily. Now, what happened in the original setup for the STAR program in El Paso was that each member of the STAR committee, the new members, will be given a distinct badge so that everybody would recognize them and know their names. Because sometimes the new members feel like nobody knows them. They don't know, each other and all that. So they'll be given a name back. And then they will be assigned a mentor who's an experienced member to sit next to them during the meetings in order to explain procedures and things that are going on. Because as we all agree, when you're new in the club, when it comes to certain things like fines, silly fines and procedures, the new members don't really understand. And during the meetings, you can't really talk. You can't really ask questions. So a mentor will be assigned to sit next to them to, explain things as they go along. Now, after the 4 weeks of joining the club, the new members will have a private meeting with the chairperson or the co-chairperson of the star committee. It could be either in a very informal setting at home or even at work or anywhere, any venue acceptable. So this would afford them the opportunity to have, an open and frank discussion with the chairperson to ask for clarifications, or express their concerns, just to get a more in-depth knowledge of certain things that they noticed during the club that they don't have the opportunity to talk about or ask in the club. So this is a one-off meeting which the chairperson would have with these new members on a one-on-one basis. Oops, sorry. Okay, so the meeting it takes place once a month. It's an hour-long meeting. Maybe, but each club can decide which of the meeting days they'll use for their star meeting. What we have done in Accra South is we have the meeting once a week and you hold it 1 hour before the regular meeting. So we just continue into the meeting. But it's just a once a month meeting where it's a round table format where the open discussions, a topic will be selected. You may have a guest speaker who will present a specific topic for maybe 20, 25 minutes. And the rest of the time will be open for discussions, clarifications, questions, and then getting to know each other. All new members, as I said earlier, expected to be part of this committee meeting. So like I said, it's only once a month. So in the whole year, there are only 12 of such meetings. So you don't want to lose the opportunity to get clarifications. Now, all club members are also invited to take part in the STAR meetings. This is also because, some of us need refreshing our memories from time to time, and also to share our experiences with the new members. So every club member is open. In fact, Rotarians from other clubs are also invited to take part in these meetings, not only as participants, but also as resource persons, because there might be topics that you have a specialist from another club come and share with the committee. Now, this being a committee of the club, as normal, the chair will have to send a report to the club assembly or to the club board to be presented to the club assembly when such assemblies are held. This will keep members abreast on the goings of the club and shortcomings, what can be done better, advantages discussed with the club, because this program being very important, like I said, is not only for new club members, but for the older club or older members. Opportunity to share your experiences and also to refresh your memories. Now, across South, we started our program in the 2019-2020 Rotary year. Like I said, the new newly inducted members will form the main core of this group. But the funny thing is, a lot of the older club members showed a lot of interest, and I think their attendance was even more than that of the new members. So it was a good opportunity, like I said, to share experiences and have open and frank discussions with the new members. Now, the module I explained earlier with the sitting arrangements and the name badges, those were the original model of the Rotary Club of El Paso. Now with Accra South, we modified it a bit to suit us and the way we do things. So every club can remodel the format which the meetings are held or how they do the meeting, the committee. The most important thing is you must have regular information exchange. You must have interactions between the older and the newer members. You must also have afford the opportunity for the newer members to ask questions and to learn more outside Rotary Club meetings. And you'll find out that with this, it'll keep them motivated and also keep them more interested in meetings. Now, because our club, every Rotary Club, the main aim is to increase membership. This program runs throughout the year. It's not just a one-off program. So every month you would do this, have these committee meetings, and then roll it off into the next year, and so on and so forth. So all the new members, as they come in, of course, you might vary it a bit so that it doesn't come too monotonous. Now, this STAR program does not only serve as a source of information, it helps old, like I said earlier, old and new members bond, get to know each other, because we know from our own personal experiences that sometimes the new club members can feel a bit alienated in the sense that the older Rotarians carry on with business as usual and they know all the procedures and everything, and they seem to get lost. So with this program, it'll help the newer members also feel as part of the club, you know, and give them an opportunity to learn more and ask questions. Now, for this program to succeed, it'll take the effort of every single member of the club, one, especially the past presidents and the Rotarians. In your case, I've made this Rotarians over 5 years because your club is only 10 years old. But in our club, it was Rotarians over 10 years. Now, it's very important that the older Rotarians show an interest in this, because it's one of the ways in which the club will be, it will be rejuvenated. The new members, like I said, they'll feel more involved, they'll learn quicker, and yes, they'll feel like part of the club. The new members should also be assisted or should be supported by their mentors and their sponsors. We all know that when you're, and then you'll be assigned a mentor. In most cases, as soon as the induction or the induction process is over, the mentors and the sponsors just disappear. They feel their work is done, so they go out of the picture and leave the new candidates lost at sea, as it were. So again, for this program to succeed, the mentors and the sponsors should be part of these meetings, not only to boost the morale of their candidates, but also to refresh their Rotary knowledge. This being a committee of the club, you would have to put this in your club bylaws to make it official, because if it's not, then it would be, as some would say, an illegality. Okay, so make sure that you put it in your club bylaws, that is if it is accepted by the club. And then again, just to reiterate, the program, just like all other committees, will require full participation of club members for it to succeed. I urge you to try it. It's worked in other places. It's working in my club, and it's not that difficult. All it needs is the will to do it and finding time to take part. And with that, I thank you very much for your attention. And if there are any questions, I'll be willing to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, PhD David, for this wonderful presentation. Fellow Rotarians, of course, this is something that we really want to bring into our club. And we had wanted to start this earlier, but under the circumstances, what we will be doing is we will try together with the board to start running it from January. I think we know we have some 6 months to roll it out and then continue into the next year. Thank you so much, fellow Rotarians. So at this point, we'll invite questions and answers. And fellow Rotarians, we're also live on Facebook. I can see we have a number of people who join us on Facebook as well. So it's now time for questions and answers. Over to you, fellow Rotarians. So, Rotarian Agams, you said that you don't have any sound. I'm sure it might be from your own network. The rest of us, I think, are okay. So maybe check your network again. So, Rotarians, questions for our presenter. We have
P. Martin's hand is up.
Yes, P. Martin, please go ahead.
Thank you, Rotary President. I think my question is to you, not to the presenter. Why are we only waking up to this now? I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I'm sorry, maybe it's my own ignorance that I've not tried to educate myself well enough, but.
Thank you, P. So it's not something that is as if it's a compulsory thing that existing before, but it's something that a number of clubs are doing and it's working. So I just had a conversation with a PAG that I thought we wanted to bring it into our club. It used to be running in my previous club, the Rotary Club of Accra, and it's something that was working very well. So I thought we should adopt it and bring it into our club. So I had a conversation with PAG because they've also started doing it in their club as well. They used to do it, I think they stopped along the line and then they brought it back. So I thought it was good to also bring it into our club. So that's why we are bringing it now. It's better late than never anyway. So even though it's late, it's something that we think when we bring it to our club, we'll increase our Rotary knowledge, and then both old and new, we get up to speed with Rotary information. So yes, P. Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
IPP Jonas.
Thank you very much, RP. And thank you very much, PAG David. As we all know, PAG David is actually one of the founders of our club. I thank you very much for this presentation. Anyway, back to the matter on hand. The first time I heard about this, it is so catchy that I thought we should implement it. I went for a meeting, I don't know, I think Accra South RRC or so, and PAG David made a presentation, and I felt so attracted to it that I thought we should actually implement it. He has given us a few tidbits. He said we should include it in our bylaws. In fact, I think as we are looking forward to December 10 or the December event, I don't know how we can rope this in. There are a few things that we need to update our bylaws with, and we should, if you want to give this particular STAR program life, bring it to action, should be one of the things that we actually include in our bylaws to give life to it. So that is just a suggestion, but it sounds, and I believe it will help a lot to, as a program for the inductees to be active within the club. Right now, we know what is happening on the front. People are inducted, and it's a problem. So thank you, PAG. For me, it's just to thank you and to say that I have heard this before at one of the presentations by PAG David, and outside our club, of course. And I think it's something that we need to do. Maybe it was at the beginning of this Rotary or something like that. So thank you once again, and let's begin an action program. And the first thing is to draft a clause for inclusion in our bylaws. Thank you. So that the next time we meet to update our bylaws by January 1, we have this one in it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, IPP Jonas. Yes, thank you so much. So yes, at our next board meeting, we'll bring it on board, and then of course, and then we'll bring it to the fore at our next club assembly, which of course is on the 10th of December. Thank you so much for great input there. Return or Hiniba, you have a question and a suggestion. If you put it on the chat box, but I want you to speak to it yourself. So Return or Hiniba, please unmute yourself and then speak.
Happy, there's a hand up, please.
Yes, so after Return or Hiniba, P will come.
Okay. Happy, thank you very much. PhD David, thank you very much. My question is, how does the program run? It's what did I say? I said, is it run in collaboration with membership committee? And how different is that compared to the role of the membership committee? Or so yeah, so the question is it run in collaboration with membership committee, or it's run as a standalone program with sole oversight responsibility by the board, club board? And also, yeah, so in responding to that, what is the Accra South experience in this context?
Okay, thank you very much.
Then my other one was a comment that your background is really exciting and inviting. So you'll be seeing me very soon. In your
all right, thank you so much. So PhD David.
Be careful what you wish for. This might be a trap. So, okay. Yeah, so answering your first question, now all club committees have to work together. So in answering the first question, I'd say, even though it's a standalone committee, because you have a chairperson, you have a co-chair, you have a faculty who prepare the programs, prepare the syllabus, topics that to be covered, arrange the meetings, so they stand alone. But then, of course, they would definitely have to work with all other club committees, not only the membership committee. In their day-to-day activities, I don't know, membership committee, they have their own roles and responsibilities, going to attract new members and trying to increase membership, and so they have their own task. But then again, like I said, obviously all club committees will have to work together under the supervision of the board. The second part of your question was the Accra South module or experience. Now, what we have experienced is that we started this program off in just before COVID, and it was running so well. Like I said, the older members were even, the attendance of older members were even more than the new members, because then our membership drive was not that high. So it was really, really interesting. The older members were learning a lot, refreshing their memories. Then COVID hit and we had to restart. Now our membership drive is very high. So I think in the past year, we've inducted maybe 12 members. Past 2 years, I think 12 members or so. So we have a lot of new members. The problem is that Well, I don't know if it's to do with the timing. But the how should I put this? The attendance to these meetings is not as encouraging or is not as high as it was before we took a break, COVID time. So what we're doing now is we're doing a survey to find out from members if it's the timing of the meeting or the venue, because everybody is interested, everybody's happy about it. Those who come participate, very actively, but then attendance is not as it was. Our module is a bit diluted from the original one where we have the name, where they had the name tags and people sitting next to each other at meetings. That part of it we have taken out. We introduced that during fellowship periods so that the meetings do not get disrupted with people talking. So I think that is the only change that we have done as compared to the original model. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, Rotary. So, P. Ayeram from Tettey.
Thank you, RP, and good evening to all. Just as the first two who spoke before, Rotary and Ohiniba, it's something new to me as well. Never heard of it. Good strategy. Besides all the benefits that have been counted, I see it or believe it also gives or hold past presidents and those who are, who have been in running of the club before, the opportunity to stay, and it gives them some job to do, so that they are not that idle, but they have much to share with us, giving them more job to do, and then brings more club cohesion. In the case of new class, where you are done with your year of being an RP, and there's nothing much for you to be do. Seemingly, let me put it in context. I think we'll give a lot job to those who exit from office to do. So please, it's good, and I want to say that this should be presented to more clubs so that we have knowledge of what is happening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, P. Ayeram. Of course, being our neighbor, and then being a sister club just within this Spintex fellowship area. PhD David is it's part of the formation of your club. Of Tettey as well, as myself and people and other few members from Accra-Spintex. So this should not be a difficult thing to do. I'm sure PAG will be willing, very much willing, even though he has not said it, I know he's very much willing to do the same presentation to your club as well. So sounds a great request, and I'm sure it will happen. PAG David, I hope I'm not putting you on the spot.
No problem. I think one thing that we should all remember, was at your last club meeting when I spoke, I mentioned something. Training is something that we have begun to lose track of. Whether you're a new member or an old member, there's always something new to learn in Rotary. Like I said earlier, that's why we have every year we have training seminars, we have all sorts of programs. Let's take advantage of these programs. If you sit back and go to your club meetings and you think the whole world revolves around your local Rotary club, you'll be missing out on a lot. So my advice is that apart from visiting other clubs, read a lot, go to the Rotary website. There's a lot of information out there. Exchange, even discussions with, older Rotarians, you can learn a lot. So yes, I'm willing to share the little I know with anybody who is interested. But please, everybody should make it their personal goal. To enjoy Rotary, you have to know Rotary. So take advantage of any training program that you can get. Thank you, RP.
Thank you very much. RP Kelly, you are here with us from RC Tamale. Anything for us? It is something that I'm sure you also want to implement. Question, comments, RP Kelly. Okay.
Thank you so much, RP. That was a solid presentation. So that at least he can also do same presentation in my club because we need it badly. Thank you.
So I'd like to add that, these, okay, maybe, for me personally, I prefer exchanges, physical exchanges. Zoom is all right, but you get a better feel and people can relate and ask questions better when it's one-on-one. So any club that wants to discuss this issue, I mean, okay, Tamale maybe is a bit far, but any club in Accra that wants to discuss this issue, I would urge you to plan a physical meeting. It could even be joint meetings so that we can face each other and discuss them one-on-one. For Tamale, I'm happy to do a Zoom presentation if that is the case.
RP Kelly, so under the circumstance, if you can, for that particular meeting, if you can change your program from Monday, your meeting from Monday or so to Saturday, of course, then I can take a small bribe and then bring come along with PAG to Tamale to do that.
Don't have a problem. And we are ready to pay any appearance fee. So we will surely do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Florence, any more questions for our presenter? Rotary time is 12 minutes past 6. We are still within time. Okay. Okay. Rotarian Jennifer from Accra-Spintex, you want to tell us something?
Yes, thank you so much. I think it's a great idea that other club members can join because my club is very new. So we're going to be joining, I think it's Accra. One of the clubs that meets at African regions have invited us on a Tuesday. So we'll be taking part in that. I think it's a great idea to learn more about Rotary through STAR. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So what I think what we'll do again is we'll try and organize a joint meeting so among a number of clubs. We'll try. So I'll share this with fellow club presidents here in Ghana, and then we'll try and see if we can have a joint meeting. We invite PAG David to give us this presentation again. At least we'll have 5, 6, 7, 8 clubs, and then we have this conversation again. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. IBB Pinto, are you there? As for you, you have to tell us something. You have to ask a question. IBB Pinto, are you there? All right, okay. Rotary time, we'll continue. Okay, so yes, so fellow Rotarians, yes, let's continue with the meeting. So thank you so much, PAG David. You are an honorary member of our club, so of course I'll be the only one. Let me be the one to say thank you. But of course, people say, why are you there? it only be fair to let a feminine voice give you that thank you notice, not my deep one. Maybe so are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, can you please give us a vote of thanks to our PhD?
Okay. Thank you very much, Rotarian President, fellow Rotarians and guests. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Accra-Spintex, we'd like to say a big thank you to PhD David for this insightful talk. I believe that if we implement this in our club, some of the things we're seeing today will reduce actually. So we'd like to say a big thank you to you. And we are looking forward to the joint meeting as RP indicated. And we hope that that meeting will also be as insightful as this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, PP Sawa. So before we go to attendance, and we will take announcements again. So we have, so for us at Accra-Spintex, we have our elections coming up next month, and we have the committee here with us. So IPP Jonas is going to be our election. We're going to superintend about that process. And we'll be supported by PP Sawa and then PPLE. So PPLE will be our software consultant on that process. You know, as usual, across Accra-Spintex, we have we do this online. So today we just announcing that in the next the details. I think it's going to be on. It's supposed to be on the 17th of this. The election is supposed to be on the 17th of December, thereabout. But of course, Abi Jonas is going to lead the process. So Abi Jonas, if maybe you have any word for us, just to psych our minds up whilst we prepare towards the process. Sorry to put you on the spot.
It's okay. Thank you very much, RP. Thank you, fellow Rotarians. This has been a tradition, and I know that I have all the support of the club members to make sure this election goes freely. In the course of the week, you will be receiving messages from the team. It's going to be an election team. Myself, you heard the members, and PPLE is going to be the chief IT consultant. And you'll be receiving messages of the program that lie ahead to make sure we have a rig-free election. So just now that members have given endorsement, you get a full program in the course of the week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, IPP. So fellow Rotarians, any other further announcements from other clubs here present with us? RC Tettey, RC Accra-Spintex, RC Cape Coast Central, and RCC here present with us.
RC Nungwa.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, just in case fellow Rotarians here have not seen our flyer for our next meeting, Tuesday, 22nd November. We have one of our members, a biomedical engineer, giving classification talk. And so we are encouraging all members to join in to fellowship with us and to know more about Tettey members. It's Tuesday 22nd, 6:30 and it's virtual. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Richard Ohiniba. RC Cape Coast Central, RC Tamale.
Share fellowship and celebrating our sisters, so we don't have any information.
Thank you so much. My namesake. President Jennifer, Accra-Spintex.
Thank you, Rotarian President. We have a physical meeting tomorrow at Christ the King, 6:30, with a presentation on sexual health. And then on Wednesday, we have a project where we're going to help some young ladies with menstrual health and donate a menstrual cups. That's on the fellowship 4 page. For more details, please support us in person and financially if you can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President Jennifer. So fellow Rotarians, let's do our best to join RC Speak Masters tomorrow and Wednesday and join to undertake this, of course, the meeting first and then the project. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have before we go to we have as I mentioned earlier, not being biased. So I have Rotarian Beulah from all the way from Canada, the North Delta, not the Delta Rotary Club in British Columbia. Auntie Beulah, she's Manti as well, so let me disclose that one. So Auntie Beulah, do you have any message for us? Anything for us from Canada?
Yes, I just since I've been here for about 6 weeks now. This is the second time I joined you guys, and I've learned a lot from you. I wouldn't, because in North Delta, we do some more physical activities outside the meeting than, so here I'm now listening, and you guys have some other things you're doing other than the meetings, and I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far. I'm going to talk about it when I get back to Vancouver. So I am very, very impressed with what you are doing. I'll be here for a few more months, so I'll be joining you when I can until I leave. So great job. Maybe my nephew is doing a great job. I don't know. You guys can tell me the truth, right?
Yes, Sibishika will tell me the truth. Yes, thank you so much, Rotarian Beulah. Yes, so Rotarian Beulah and another uncle who's also a Rotarian, also in Canada. We, together with a PRID, Sam Huyeto of Rotary of Accra, we are trying to put together a project here in Ghana. So we're still in the early days. Once it gets firmed up, we'll be sharing that with a number of the Rotary clubs here, including our own clubs, so that we'll see how we can take part in this project. It's something very interesting. It's still early days yet. We're still having internal discussions with the partners, and then yeah, so it's the 4 of us with the partners, myself, my auntie, uncle, who are all Rotarians, and the PRD, Sam. Once that becomes fruitful, we will get everybody up to speed with that, and then we will see how best we can participate on that project. Thank you all so much.
Okay.
Rotarian Jennifer, do you want, your hand is still up? Do you want to say something again? Okay, otherwise we continue. So, fellow Rotarians,
sorry, it's from earlier. My apologies. I'll just take it down now. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Rotarian Tettey, are you there to help us with attendance?
Thank you, Rotarian President. Fellow Rotarians, Rotractors, and guests. Attendance for today, we have 13 members representing 45%. We have 12 visiting Rotarians in the presence of Rotarian Ohiniba, Rotarian Vida, P. Eram, and Rotarian Nketia from Rotary Club of Accra-Spintex. We have our own speaker, PAG David from Rotary Club of Accra South. We have Rotarian Agambire. We have IPP Pinto from Rotary Club of Cape Coast Central. We have RP Kelly from Rotary Club of Tamale. We have Rotarian Lambert from Rotary Club of Adjoringano. We have Rotarian Beulah Glomegan from Rotary Club of North Delta, BC in Canada. We have Rotarian Jennifer from Accra-Spintex and Rotarian Mercy. we have one retractor in the person of IPP Kweku from Rotary Club of Regional Maritime University, and a guest in the person of Edem. Thank you all for fellowshipping with us. Thank you, Rotarian President. That will be all for attendance.
Thank you, Rotarian Getty. So Rotarian Agams is a president-elect of the Rotary Club of WA. So yes, so thank you all for finding time off your busy schedule to fellowship with us. So fine. So we have it's now time for fines. Our treasurer has posted the money man has posted the details on the page. And Return Roger, I nearly caused financial loss to the club. Return Roger, if you are there, can you help us with
yes, sir, I am.
Can you please help us with fines? Please. Can you help us with fines?
Yes, definitely. I would like to use the opportunity to tell everybody on here who might not be familiar with fines, silly fines, to understand that silly fines is a way by which we fine ourselves and make fun out of it, and use that money to, do Rotary work. So it's a fundraising strategy that is used by Rotary clubs to raise funds. Now, I will start by finding myself on the occasion of the birthday of our adorable charter president, CP Shika, which we also call Mamaga. On the occasion of her birthday, because I have not wished a happy birthday personally, I want to find myself 500 cedis for that. And then I would urge the club president to match up with the fine. Also, PPLE, are you there?
Yes, I is.
Okay, so today what happened was you gave me some food in your house and I was not able to finish that food. So because I wasn't able to finish that food, make a generous donation. PAG David, are you there?
Still here.
Okay, that's nice. I know that you are an avid football fan, but because of Rotary, you are here. You're not watching football, so because of that, I'm going to find you. You make a generous donation. A generous donation.
What makes you think I'm not watching football?
Well, what I'm saying is that I can't see you watching football. That's why. Exactly. Generous donation, please. IPP Jonas. IPP Jonas, are you there?
I have a smell come up.
Okay, well, I'm finding you IPP Jonas for displaying a black Mercedes-Benz C-Class in front of your office building. PP Sewa. PP Sewa, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, I am finding you for being too tall. Rotary Mary, I haven't seen in a long time. Can you please make a generous donation? Thank you. PP Fred, the last time I poured a shot of cognac for you. You didn't ask for another shot, so I'm finding you. Generous donation.
Okay, I hear you.
Your drinking is too small.
Okay, I'll donate 50 cedis.
That's right. PP Jennifer. The last time I had some really nice coffee and he didn't drink. He didn't even ask about it. Generous donation. IPP Kwaku. RMU. Are you there? I'm finding you 5 C's for no reason. P. Martin. P. Martin, are you there?
I respond.
In fact, this is a special 500 C's for not coming to the club assembly the last time. Straight up.
Give
Hey.
Straight. For missing that club assembly, 100 C's, Chairman.
Give
Rotary Nina.
Yes, Rotary Noche.
I miss you so much.
I miss you too, Rotary Noche.
Since you are missing me, you have to make a generous donation.
I didn't quite, sorry.
I said, for missing me, make a generous donation.
I'll make a generous donation of 50 cedis, but since I miss you and you also miss me, if I pay 50 cedis, it means you also have to pay 50 cedis. Then it is fair to all concerned.
No problem. So that means that my fine goes to 550 Ghana cedis. That's right. We are raising funds. Okay, for anybody that I haven't mentioned, please give us 10 cedis. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to raise funds for our marvelous club, a club filled with people with fantastic ideas. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Return Noche. So, fellow Rotarians, we have the numbers, the account and mobile numbers on the screen. I hope PPL, you've taken note of all those of us who have been fined, and you make sure you get your due from all of us. Whatever you don't get, we're going to hold you responsible, and then you pay the difference. So, PPL, can you take note and get all our money for us? Thank you so much, fellow Rotarians. So, yes, Rotary time. You are 2 minutes over the time. Fellow Rotarians, when we started the meeting, I committed a serious offense by not starting the meeting with an opening toast. So, Rotary Noche, I'll pay 100 cedis for that mistake. And so, people can take note. So, I'm finding myself for not starting the meeting properly with the opening toast. Let me call on the birthday young girl to depart us. So, Shika, you do two things. You give us the opening toast, which I forgot to do, which I'm not paying for. And then you also depart us. You also give us the departing toast. CB. Thank you so much.
How can I give an opening toast and a departing toast? That's it's not done.
Okay.
Fellow Rotarians, I'm sure you all have glasses or bottles or something, a container beside you. Please join me in drinking a toast to Rotary International and to Rotarians wherever they may be.
Wherever they may be.
Thank you all.
RP, I like your innovation. Our club is noted for innovation. Opening and closing toast, bang, together.
Nice one.
Mr. President, before we all leave, I think there's an important announcement we missed.
Hey, no happy birthday song for Auntie Madrid.
Yes, we did that, but
you came late. You came late. You came late. It was done. So find yourself.
We needed to do it during the
I
meeting.
have a request.
The General President, we needed to sing CP Shika Happy Birthday song during
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Shall we all sing CP Happy Birthday?
We did.
That you guys came late.
But the last
okay,
one
we miss it. We want again. We want again.
Yes.
Yeah, we can sing it now that everybody's
I'm getting off the platform. You can sing.
I still have the floor. CP, don't go yet.
Yeah, people, you have the floor.
1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, CP. Happy birthday to Mama Gan. Happy birthday to Mama Gan. Bless you now. God bless you now. God bless you now. God bless you now. Hooray!
You guys are all
How old are you now?
I think BP Jenny was singing
you now.
The song you are singing, you are tone deaf.
How old are you now? How old are you now?
Oh, me, I don't hide my age. So if you want to know my age, I'll tell you I'm 65.
Wow.
Oh,
That's calls for and Abobitaji.
Excuse me, 65 or 26? Which one?
65.
65. Do not decrease my age. I'm proud of my age.
Produce your best
I say when your stomach, when your waistline reaches 32 inches, then we'll book the work for you.
No, I'll come. So you now it has gone down. It has gone down by
celebrating